Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. We'll wait a couple of seconds. Let everyone start popping on. I just got my notification that I went live. I stream off multiple platforms, so yes. So I hope you guys are feeling well and smelling well this morning. I know I am. Well, we'll go ahead and get started. Welcome, everyone. My name is Heather Lynn Thomas. I go by Heather Lynn. I'm the owner of Heather Lynn Coaching. And I am making a special announcement today. I, Heather Lynn Coaching, am opening a second venture. And it is Heart Alchemy Wellness Center. Round of applause. Yes! I'm super excited, guys. I was delayed by what? By 4 months, but I, held true to my vision, and here we are. In May, I was supposed to be opening an on-site wellness center where I could host up to 10 guests in my home, and that kind of fell through. And let's be honest, we've been talking about dark nights of the soul, what a spiritual awakening is, why they're so important. And today we're going to talk about realignment after the dark night of the soul. And for me, my dark night of the soul, I've had many over the past 2 years. Why? Because when my father passed away and at the end of my insurance career, my higher self was guiding me in a direction that was unknown. I was traveling through the void. Okay. We discussed the void last week. It is basically the time that it takes to get you from A to B, and you're just shedding and detaching and pretty much just cleaning house emotionally. Okay. And for the past year, I have had some weird, and I'm just going to be honest, it was chronic. And guys, I had chronic pain and didn't even know it because I was just turning off the red signals. And when I went to go get acupuncture, she was just basically like, Heather, you are in knots. You have so much energy stored. And I was like, well, I don't know. I've been doing yoga. I work out a lot. She's like, Heather, that's nothing to do with this. This is emotional, emotions that are stored in your muscle fascia that, the energy, okay, that it creates, because an emotion is energy, right? Let's start talking, the way that it is. An emotion carries energy. This way, it's very important to watch what you say. If you say, I'm going to, I feel like I'm getting sick. What is that telling the universe? It's not telling them you don't want to get sick. Okay? So we kind of have to watch that, because depending on what we say here, it comes back and mirrors us. It reflects back to us, positive or negative. You wake up on the wrong side the bed that morning, you wake up and you hit your toe. And you're like, oh man, my day just started off bad, and can it get any worse? And the next thing you know, you have tower moment after tower moment. You have people cutting you off, being short, snarky, and then you just keep getting all of this energy mirrored back to you. So for me, when I moved, I'm not going to lie, my body was in survival mode. And here I talk about, being calm, collected. Yeah, I am. because I do daily practices. But as soon as I stop, then it's let's be honest. At that point, once you stop doing the things that keep you in alignment, then it's like the wild, wild west. Because the daily practice pretty much allows us to tap into our higher self and prepares us for the day. Every day I wake up, I do smudging and I cleanse myself. And the biggest part that I love the most, because I have this little prayer from a Cherokee chief that, the smudging prayer that I do because I'm Cherokee and I'm trying to learn more about my heritage and tap into my divine feminine, because I feel that my journey over the next at least 40 years until I'm in my mid 80s is to help people process the past and realign them to the new life, and then help them build a new life based on who they truly are. Not on the ego aspect of us, but the authentic self. And, like me, I was taught that if you cried, you are a coward. You are a pussy. You're a pussy because you're crying. That is so far from the truth. So far from the truth. It takes a real man to cry. It takes a real man to be in balance with himself, to feel comfortable, to express his feminine aspect, which is the heart, which is basically from the heart. It grounds us. And for men to have to repress their emotions because of a belittling belief, such as you're a coward or you're a pussy, that is just some of the things that, I'm helping heal. And men, because they have to repress their emotional side, their vulnerability. And that's not fair. Women, we talk about, a lot of things. We are both. The energy on both sides needs to be healed and balanced. Period. There are so many amazing men out there. More amazing men than not. I'm going to be honest. I've always looked at it the opposite way. Man, there are a few good. I'm learning that the more you clean your inner clutter, you start to experience the things that you feel on the inside. So if you feel good, you're going to start taking in all those positive attributes in your environment. Okay? And then you're going to be able to rebalance and shut off that survivor mode and go back into co-creating through your heart. Right? Because guess what happens? Boom, that dark night of the soul, you're blocked. Your heart space is blocked. You are not able to give and you are not able to receive. And if you feel joyless in life and you are lacking joy, that is a closed heart chakra. And that, my friends, is a problem. It's not a problem that cannot be fixed easily. But when we're repressing our own love, we're not able to give and receive because we're emotionally shut off. And it's okay. Guess what, guys? It happens. I've been there more than once. We can't always be in flow. Any individual that feels that you're supposed to be happy all the time is going to be a little disappointed, because half the time there are going to be things going on that you can't control. And for me, losing control was the biggest belittling the belief that I had. I felt that I could control everything. I can heal this, meaning my relationships, me putting all the work with getting nothing in return. That's the ego. But see, I was learning how to help others during each of these experiences, because as I had to be like, oh, that isn't working. How do I move through this? And how do I get to the other side? So, yes, really proud. I'm actually about to cry because, to be honest, I really was just so upset when I couldn't open up in May, because after my insurance business, I just felt like such a piece of shit. And I just felt just so bad that I just literally walked away from a $500,000 a year job to fucking to not be able to do what I want to do. And it's not about the money. And that's what I tell people. It's not about the money. And that broke my heart, because not only was I vulnerable with someone else, which I've never been, but I was hurt in the process. And I needed that, though. I needed that. I needed that reminder that I'm more important. And what I am trying to create outweighs that. And, you know, this has actually helped me put that chapter behind. And I'm really passionate about it, because I know that we all need it. And some of the techniques are so simple. And I just want you guys to just, even if you guys could just experience just a little bit of what I've experienced during this process. It's just so beautiful. And helping others find their way, because I know the void sucks. I know how it is to lose a loved one. I know how it is to lose a business, children. And I've come to realize, though, that all of these experiences were teaching me to be strong and to show up every day and to teach others that finding your authentic self and moving through the vulnerabilities and accepting all the things up until that point, it's a beautiful process. I mean, it's a painful ass process, but we don't have a choice. And when our body is ready to, to be done and remind us that there's something that it needs to grow. I was forced to grow. And during the process, I fought it tooth and nail, every single day I fought it. And, I'm just really proud that, I'm finally opening my wellness center. And I know I'm in lane 1. I don't care about lane 1 or what I'm going to make. I don't even care if I don't make anything for the first couple of times, because I know that I'm a co-creator. And if I'm creating from my heart and from my passion, I can't go wrong, because I've created from everyone else's version of me, and I was miserable. And I lost a lot, and I wasn't present. I wasn't present. I couldn't. When I was an insurance agent, I had 5 staff constantly. My daughter was in high school, club volleyball, basketball, track. I'm a single mom trying to wear all of these hats. And I did it very well. I rocked it. But her senior year, my poor soul was like, Heather, boom, you have not listened to me for a long time. And that's when I woke up. And that's when I went through my dark night of the soul, and I quit my insurance business, because I was selling fear, and it made me fearful. And I've grieved it. But now is on to new exciting things. So my wellness center, I'll be hosting classes at 9 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, I will be offering an hour-long yoga class from 9 to 10. And you can get a replay if you want in and you can't meet those times. You can DM me. And on Tuesday, I am going to be hosting a basically an art class sort of type. It's basically therapeutic expression, art, release art. And on Thursdays, it's going to be hands-on in studio where I'll be facilitating my QHHT, past life regression, myofascia, tissue release, anything that involves my wellness studio here. And then Fridays and Sundays will be closed. I will eventually start adding additional healing modalities into the wellness center. But right now I'm just trying to cultivate some of the skills that I have currently and just plunge and just go in. So I'm really excited. I was, even with the disappointment of not being able to have people come to my home and experience my wellness center and my yurt, because it was supposed to be more for the experience. Okay, the feeling, the love, the energy exchange. But that's okay, because I know that it's going to work out. And we'll still be doing our daily Qigong. It'll just be at a different time. So let's go ahead and get started with our practice. So this week we're going to be talking about realignment. So as you can tell, Heather is in her realignment phase where all the stress, the acupuncture, Laura helped me get some stress out of my shoulders to where I was basically I had chronic stress. And my body and my muscles were like this. And I was twinged up. And I was always V-tense. And I don't have that feeling anymore, guys. It's gone. It is flipping gone. And, it's not from the working out. It's from all of it. It's from the movement, the breath work, all of the different things that I've been called to do to help heal my body and basically get it back to homeostasis. So it's been a hell of a ride. All right. So the Oracle. And meditation, I have been reminded that I am a provoker and that I shine a light on people's dark corners, and that I've got to remind myself that I'm there just to kind of plant the seed, and that I can't take it as good or bad. So I'm just led and guided, as a conduit, a facilitator. Some of the things that I say or I do, it might provoke people because there's some healing that you need to do. And I have come to realize that when I say something, I'm here. And I don't come online and I don't speak when I'm out of alignment, because I know when my ego gets a hold. And if it's from here, I mean what I say and I say what I mean. And that's the one thing that I have forgotten because of everyone else's voice in my head reminding me that I had to agree to them. Okay. So says life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. And that's from Helen Keller. Says the Grand Cross is an area of tension in the chart, thus becoming a great catalyst for movement and change. Boom, we just talked about stress in the body and change. A rare astrological configuration, the Grand Cross, also called the Grand Square. Oh, crap, guys. I have this in my chart. Oh, I know I have one coming up, a Grand Trine. Isn't that what it, or nope, square. Okay. Anyway, I had a trine. Occurs when four planets form a perfect cross in the skies. These planets are around 90 degrees from each other, meaning there are four planetary squares. 90 degrees apart, and two planetary opposition of each other, 180 degrees apart. Squares in the astrological chart cause tension and restriction. Oppositions as well are seldom soft aspects. They come with the pressure to grow, and they will to exceed any limitation put in one's path. But the rare Grand Cross is the most rare and intense of all. And I'm going to be honest, guys, my astrological birth chart, damn. I have the Wounded Warrior Chiron, and I have since 2020, I have had Chiron and 4 major houses: family, house, family and home, career, spiritual, 3 houses. Nope. And then something, I am on a mission to rebalance my divine masculine and femininity within myself, because I'm going to be honest, I am more of, my essence is more male dominant. I'm more action oriented, okay, versus tapping into that aspect, or at least I had been in the past. So, and I just had one of those squares because my girlfriend told me. I was like, oh shit. And it actually started, something happened in May, like when all this stuff was going down, In mythology, this alignment represents the 4 directions. The Grand Cross, also called the Cosmic Cross, is a symbol of 4 seasons, the equinoxes and the solstices, as well as the cross quarter days, indicates a period of time when your life may seem at cross purposes. Usually, when a Grand Cross occurs, it indicates a crisis. Yet, though this calamity will be a painful process of growth, then renewal, and eventually a greater foundation for happiness and success. I'm about to cry again because this is the shit that I'm talking about, because before I would literally be afraid to be like, yep, I get intuitive hits. I know how to help you because I feel what you're saying. I know what you're going to say. And I've always been able to help and connect to people. Crazy shit. Just like right now, my intuition's on point. Strangely, it is almost as if any planetary energies are in competition with each other. And that has been what it's like. Like every energy in my life is just like, and I'm just trying to be like, and I'm learning to be zen around it all. Learning, finally. It says this may be rather accelerating time where you feel provoked and frustrated over booby traps that seem to have been set in your way. It's as if everything is working at cross purposes. You feel pulled in many directions. Such false leads and failed plans may leave you unavailable to produce concrete achievements. An area to look when the Grand Cross comes up is how you communicate. Are you communicating as well as you should? Are you abandoning a worthy project the last minute it loses its shine and effort to capture a larger, glossier prize? But more simply, in an effort to accomplish more, are you juggling balls in the air? Do you notice as you juggle, if you are stuck in the same spot, that not much has been achieved? Boom. Remember, I told you guys, I enjoy my comforts. I'm a Virgo. I like stability. I like biggest and first is financial. I've got to be able to, pay my bills. And that's, it's just something that, and my sister's a Virgo too. And she's the same exact way. She was like, I'm cool as long as my bills are paid. I'm like, me too. Because we know, but we've never had any issues manifesting money is the problem. We've been blessed with that aspect. Her and I both. I believe that's something that we have been gifted because of where our agreements of the family that we came in with, that we would never lack. Even though we came from a family of lack, that if we overcame the lessons we needed to, that we would never experience those financial lacks and that we would always be sought, taken care of. And my niece is a seer. My niece has been seeing spirits since she was a little girl. So yeah. And it's crazy that we're just now in our 40s are able to talk about the crazy shit that no one talks about. Truth. When this represents itself in a reading, it suggests that there are multiple talents you are able to access, as well as numerous paths you can take. Focus and organization is key. Until this matter phrases out, expect resistance, since the opposition is in the main energy of the Grand Cross. And guys, I'll tell you what, I'm in my birth chart, I'm almost through it, but I think I still have like another year of this crazy ass energy where it's going to be like nothing seems to manifest properly. And it's not me. It's just what's in my birth chart. It's something that's supposed to help me grow. Jeez, thanks. I'm kidding. I love it. I wouldn't change it for a while. I've had a damn blessed life. And I may talk about a lot of things that I've had to overcome. I do this so that you guys understand that we're all in this together. Me being vulnerable hopefully will help you guys become more vulnerable and open with yourself. Because if I could tell it how it is and not give a crap and feel complete and utter freedom within my soul, that is what we all want. That's what we all want, is a beautiful, balanced, peaceful soul. In regards to relationship or love, they will have faded quality. You will want to let go of a person no matter how hard it gets. There will be a sacrifice and compromise with this relationship. And it will be the one where you want to bump your head against the walls that will fly up into nowhere. You are being challenged. If you do not weather it out, you see what the future brings. You will likely regret letting this relationship go. And this is actually talking about the relationship with my ex and I. I moved out in order to save our friendship and to salvage anything left. Because when I moved in out of fear because I was trying to get rid of our 3,000 square foot home. So I moved in with him. And I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. And I was emotionally triggered. And so that's why. But I also know that place wasn't, the time wasn't right. The time wasn't right, period. It says, if you question is about business or career, know what will happen, but it will be hard. You will be willing to walk the mile. Diligence will be required. I've been running the past year trying to get this business launched. Since November was when I really wanted to start doing my wellness center and incorporate it into my coaching business. It says, what is positive about the Grand Trine is you're becoming more realistic and focused. You won't be attracted so much by the glitz and the glitter, but looking more towards stability and long-term success. A good thing to remember is that it's best not to fight the hard lessons at this time. Did we just not talk about the dark night of the souls and all the things that had to be released in order for me to get here? Shit. It is time to draw upon your own strength. In doing so, you will move from uncertainty into a place of peace and contentment. And this represents the 9 of Wands, which the key ideas is pressure, discipline, frustration, growth, defensiveness, competition, and victory. And I'm going to be honest, all of those expressions I have felt during this process. All right, guys. Yeah, I actually went a little on with today's discussion about the things to come. I'm just really excited about it. Okay, so we're going to skip our, no, we're not. We're going to get started. I'm going to go ahead and pull a stone card for everyone, for the collective. Because if this is something that I'm working through, I know that the collective is also working through this. And guys, as we heal our precious soul, it helps heal all of humanity. All of humanity. Why? Because as we heal, our children don't get to experience our triggers, our traumas, our dramas, and everything else. So we are responsible for the change. And I have one right here. Boom! Malachite, transformation. You know what's funny is I found this the other day in my bracelet. Oh, my guys, they love me. I'll tell you what, they're gangsta. My guys are gangsta. I'm going to tell you right now, you fuck with me, not in a bad way, but like people have been like slingshot out of my life for no reason. I'm like, what the hell? And then I look at it later and I'm like, ooh. And I've come to realize that people, you know, I'm not supposed to be around people that, you know, are not positive. And, you know, and that aspect as far as sharing energy. But I am supposed to be helping others to help them transmute it to get them to the other side as well. So, I don't know. I'm working on it. I'll be honest. Because I don't like going into a room with a bunch of low vibrational beings. I mean, I'm in my own light and alignment, but I don't like staying in that. You know, I'm going to be honest. I don't even find myself in awkward positions like that anymore. I mean, since I've raised my energy and my vibration, I'm going to think about it now. I think what happens is you just automatically align and elevate out of that phase because you don't constantly need that mirrored, you know, that there is something there. Okay. A single seed falls in the open soil and initiates the growth of a great and magic show. It is a humble beginning of a powerful project of ongoing change. And guys, since I took the road to uncertainty, it has been a hell of a ride. It has been fun. I've met so many people. Emptiness becomes fulfillment. Light and loss become lush, reaching living gems that sprout seeds of their own. Many of the green bejewel the forest and transform the very air to grow. Malachite is, let me see. Okay. Yeah, we're going to read it all. Malachite is a copper carbonate. It has striking banded patterns of pale to dark green. It resonates with all chakras, but particularly the heart. Did I just not say my guys were badass, right? I just said that. Didn't we just discuss that chakra realignment and the heart being closed? And if the heart space is closed, you cannot create. I was feeling 2 weeks ago. I was like, I'm going to go find a job. Blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm like just freaking out. That was the week I found this bracelet. And I really since then have been on this like really intense, like, oh, we've got to go. The circles and designs of the stones are mesmerizing, soothing, and make it beautiful companion in meditation. The rich, deep green symbolism nature and growth. It is well known for the stone of transformation. The energy of malachite draws impurities from the aura and stimulates life force. So that makes sense because over the past week, I have actually been able to work through the rest of the healing I had to go through of closing my business. And wow, it clears blockages that hinder progress and fosters strength and courage. Malachite helps our spirit to evolve as it guides us to be on our true path. It is also a protection stone. The banded circles can look like eyes to see and ward off danger. Keeping a few pieces of malachite in or around the house helps maintain a bright and positive atmosphere. So if malachite Be resourceful. A mundane skill can become a great asset. Bring out the best of what you have at hand. Dust off old and make it new. Personal transformation inside and out. And these are some affirmations that you can take with you as you are meditating with your malachite. I am ready to transform. My life force is stimulated. And guys, remember, we've been talking about our life force too. Our lungs are our life force. Okay? Right here. I have strength and courage. I am drawn to the right path. Boom. All right. We're going to go ahead and do our Qigong real quick, and our 2-minute breathwork technique. So for our breathwork techniques, we are only going to do 2 because they're going to be pretty spicy. All right. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to do the breath of fire because we want to get this little, we want to get some fire building up in our little solar plexus. Yeah. All right. So what we're going to do is I just want you to put your hand right here and just going to breathe in and out through your nose. Okay. Basically just going to breathe in and out real short. Keep in mind, I've been crying a little bit because I just released some emotions with y'all with the truth bomb. Okay. Which is okay. I don't mind. This is who I am. If I am happy, I'm going to cry. If I am upset, I'm going to cry. I don't care where I'm at. I am not going to repress or hold back anything in this life any longer. It was too painful for the 42 years that I did. And I'm saying no more. No more. All right. So here we go. Breathing in. We're going to do this for 30 seconds. All right. Here we go. And remember, we talked about being clogged and having congestion. When you cry and you get a stuffed up nose, that's your releasing of emotions. Okay, so it's emotions that are all up in here, all up in there. Yeah. Yes. And an emotion could be you're driving down the street and that person cut you off and just sends that twinge through you. That sends a signal in store somewhere. That's what I'm talking about. And as these start to add up and we don't let them go, boop. Yep. That's where road rage comes from. If y'all have some road rage issues, this would be a good. I did. It doesn't matter. I don't get road rage, but I still get frustrated driving because I'm a NASCAR driver, baby. And I'm like, get out of my way. I want to go 80. Hey, truth bomb. I love speed. I don't care. I do. I love fast cars. I've owned lots of them, and my daughter has my taste. So, all right. So the next breath work we're going to do is going to be the Kundalini punches. And what we're going to do is we're going to put our fist up like this, and we are going to breathe in and out through our nose a couple of times, 5 times. And then on the 5th one, we're going to hold it and punch as long as we can. All right. So breathing in, out slow through your nose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. On the next one, we're going to hold. Hey, baby. Breathe in. All right, hold, and we're going to punch. on. All right, we're done. Oh, well, come on in. Come on in, Terror. Here's the bell terror. The bell terror. Hi, baby. Come here, sit down. You can sit down with Mama. Sit down. You're right in my camera, baby. She's actually starting to be a good girl, guys. All right, so Qigong. Let's go ahead and get started. Hey. She's not allowed in here because she gets my crystals and all my sea urchins and things that I don't want her to get. Go on. That's why you're not supposed to be in here. Or you can sit down. All right, so for Qigong, stop. Thank you. We're going to go ahead and start with our hands. And we're only going to do it one time today. You guys can complete your second round on your own. Let's go ahead and clear the energy points in our hand, clapping 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Moving to our underarms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Leave myself alone. Stop. This is why you're not allowed in my healing room. Get away from them. All right, we're going to do our elbow creases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet stomping. Oh, let me pull my legs up. Come here. Come here. Sit. We're going to make her sit. There we go. All right, lay down. You're a good girl. All right. Ugh. All right, let my legs, they've been for 40 minutes put up in lotus pose. All right. Ugh. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and end it there. Felt quick. Thank you for letting me cry with you and share some good news and, give you some insight, teach you some new breathwork techniques, or, we do it together. Quit. Okay, enough. She doesn't have this is her e-collar, and I don't want to pull her by it because there are 2 prongs. I don't want to pull her in her neck. All right, Bella and I are going to go. See, we're going to go off and create some stuff and have a good day. Yeah, say bye-bye. Belle says bye. Say bye-bye. Yeah, we rescued her. She's adopted. I've had her since, I believe, April. When did we move in? April, May? March. I think I've had her for almost 6 months. And she's Bella, leave my sea urchin alone. All right, you guys have a good day. I need to get her out of my healing room. Toodles, see you tomorrow. Ow.